What is up, everyone? First off, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, or opening it up, whether it be on your computer, your phone, whatever device you're using. So this video, we're going to go over brush pens, and then first I'm going to explain and talk about all of these here. Hopefully the lighting is good. Let me adjust it a bit. Oh, okay. Thought I almost broke my lamp. Okay, that should be good. I'm sick keeping that in the video. Oh my god. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back despite that minor device failure. Or, the light just deciding that it wanted to touch the desk and see how it felt. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I'm gonna go over first about all the brush pens. These are, a good portion of the ones that I have and ones that I would use from time to time, obviously for different reasons. And there's one more I gotta grab, even though it's not a brush, technically it's not a brush pen. Well, technically two of these pens here are not brush pens, but they can be used in that way to do brush pen work. And I got one more that I have to grab. Just bear with me. Okay. So first I'm going to start here on the right, which is the Tombow brush pen. Pretty sure may or may not know a lot about these. These are very popular. People like them. The nibs are big for large writing. I was a fan when I started with brush lettering. I used to get Tombows, but after, as you see here, using this wide variety of brush pens and also the different brands, I started to learn which ones work for you and which ones do not. So that is a Tombow. This is, hold on, just gonna focus. All right, this right here is a Kuretake Furikochi. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. As you can see, it has Japanese and Chinese on the marker. One of my favorite brands. And as you see, it's pretty much almost dead. I love this marker. Definitely would recommend it. Has more of a soft tip, but we're gonna get into that a bit later. This right here is a Pentel sign pen. Very firm nib. This right here is another Kuretake brush pen marker. Very good durable nib. This is a Pentel brush pen. Soft nib. This is a Pentel Aqua brush. I think that's what they're called. This is one where you could fill with your own ink. I have calligraphy ink inside of here. This is a new one that I recently got into, which was Crayola brush pens. I could not believe it that I've been missing out on using a Crayola brush pens, and how the expressions and the quality of the letters that come from using these are so different than any of these. That's the thing with brush pens. You have to experiment with many different types to find a pen that is to your liking and that can allow you to develop your own style. This right here is a Zig Fudibiori. I'm not even sure if I'm probably not saying that right, but anyways, these are another good metallic marker made by Kuretake. It's metallic, and this is the color of the cap is the color of the paint. It's like a paint brush marker. Very good quality. And Prismacolor brush pen. These are very cheap, easy to find. You can go to, I got these, I believe, at Office Max. Two Pentel sign pens. I got two of the black ones, and blue one I've had for a very long time. see on Instagram people using these three to do calligraphy, and it is amazing. So that is that. Zebra brush pen, one of my favorite brush pens to use as well. I love the flexibility of the nib and the overall quality of the marker is very good. See the Chinese, there's Chinese and Japanese pen. A lot of these brush pens that you see that I have, they are used for Japanese and Chinese calligraphy. I know they're Kuretake brush pen marker, Japanese, Chinese, Japanese. As you may have noticed, Kuretake markers are some of my favorites. And Zebra brush pen. I don't use this one as much as I should, but Zebra brush pens are definitely good quality. Once again, you always want to experiment with markers and find ones that will allow you to develop your own style and that you'd be comfortable using. This right here is a Crayola paint pen. You can be used as a brush pen, has a bullet nib, and these are very cheap. They come in a set. You get multiple colors. So right here, Crayola Pipsqueak. Very, very cheap. I would definitely not spend no more than $4 on Crayola markers. These come in a set. I got this, and hold on, let me show you the set. I found this set at Dollar General. I would not spend a lot of money on Crayola markers. There's no need to. So let me show you the nib. Bullet nib. The nib on the Pipsqueak and the Crayola washable marker are basically identical. Obviously one is just bigger than the other. So now, with that said, let's go ahead and get into using them. All right, now this portion, we are going to get into using the brush pens and also using Crayola markers. If you haven't seen my video on how to use Crayola washable markers, link will be in the description. I go through on how to use these, and also I have a video for uppercase and lowercase of an alphabet that I've created. Feel free to use it and create your own. So for the bullet tip, let me zoom in. For the bullet tip, you can get, if you hold the marker straight up, it's going to get a line like that. If you hold it like that to the side, different width, come up. If you notice, this width is different, that width is different, and this width is different. So the main thing with using this marker and many others is the amount of pressure you apply. So go down, up, down, up, down, up, light. So this is just a little trick. One major thing to remember whenever you start using brush pens, your work is not going to be good. So do not think I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna say, but I've seen all this great work on Instagram and my work doesn't look like that. What am I doing wrong? Where can I do better? The main thing to do better is to practice daily and study. But the type of studying you do, you want to make sure that you are putting into practice what you learn. There's plenty of tutorials. As I had mentioned earlier, I have two that I've done on using Crayola washable markers. And if you ever have any questions, you all can always message me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, through my website, josephdooley.com, and I will get back to you. I'll try my best to help you. And if there's any other videos that you would like me to do, feel free to comment below or contact me. Okay, so for the Crayola washable, same approach with using the Crayola paint pen. Straight up, gonna be a thin line. If you go like that, and then up, see, different pressure is applied and a different angle of the nib. So the pen will be straight up, and come down, apply different pressure, and then just flick up. You know, this is just an example. I'll do a G. So you really have to experiment with what is comfortable for you. And it all comes with just developing your own style, you know, practicing other alphabets that you've seen people do, but not copying them and claiming it as your own. So it's free to practice alphabets that you've seen other people do. I wouldn't recommend to post it to Instagram. You just practice it, and yeah. Okay, so back to what I was saying about using the Crayola washable. Almost lost my train of thought there. So it's all about the angle and a pressure. So if you notice here how it's consistent all the way through, if I do it like this, that's obviously lighter pressure because this one is fatter than this one. I didn't press down as hard. So heavy hand here, then through here was light, came down, applied pressure, and then just flicked up. So that is the Crayola washable marker. Very cheap, no need to spend a lot of money on them. And then now to the Kuretake. This is an actual brush pen with a very flexible nib. And also, whenever you really get into brush lettering, you'll notice how the nibs on quite a bit of brush pens are not well designed. So hold on, let me zoom in. Now if I could find zoom, sheesh. Okay, see how I am taking the same approach as if I'm using the Crayola washable marker. Come down. So start down, applying pressure, and then up. So you can get very expressive. And that is the Kuretake marker. Let me zoom out now. Very, very good quality marker to use. The Crayola Pipsqueak. If you have smaller hands than I do, it may be a bit easier for you to use. So, same approach. If you can use the Crayola washable markers, you can use the Crayola Pipsqueaks. Only difference is one is smaller than the other. Okay, and this right here is the Crayola zebra brush pen. I don't remember the name, it's been so long since I've had it, but the nib on this, and it is not focusing.